You can't keep me here, Berniker. You gotta let me out, and you know it.
There've been some charges filed against you, so until your lawyer gets them dropped or the judge sets bail, you're not going anywhere. So I suggest you just cool it.
I suggest you drop dead.
Well, that's real smart. The DA loves wise guys.
Berniker, what's the trouble?
Oh, Mr. Martin here is unhappy with his accommodations. He'd like us to get his bill ready.
Finally, somebody I can reason with.
Don't count on it. You've been giving this department a lot of grief.
Now, wait a minute. There are good reasons for everything I did. I just need some time to explain, that's
Now,
all.
stuff your reasons. You broke the law, you faced the music.
Listen, ignore him. I've got to keep Dixie Chandler away from her husband. It's very important.
You don't hear so good, do you?
Hey, you're not going anywhere until the judge sets bail, and I don't think that's going to happen today because it's already after 4.
This is one of your scare tactics, Adam. It isn't legal.
You try to take my son, you'll see how legal it is.
He is my son, too. I have as much right to him as you do.
The court doesn't agree with you. So as far as leaving me is concerned, you have every right to do that. In fact, I wish you would. But Adam Jr. stays with me.
I am never going to leave my son with you. You are not going to get away with this.
I already have.
You're going to have to use a lot more than this.
Oh, what are you saying? Are you going to fight me?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Don't waste your time, Dixie.
I am going to fight you. I'm going to fight you tooth and nail because there is nothing in this world more important to me than my son.
Oh, well, unfortunately, your actions speak otherwise.
What? What actions?
You're a married woman, Dixie. How do you think it looks that you've run off with the town gigolo? I doubt that the court will take kindly to that.
I ran off because you were trying to keep me from my son. You were trying to have me locked up. But that's not going to work because this little scrap of paper giving you temporary custody is only that. It's temporary.
We'll see.
No, you will see. Because on my mother's grave, you will not win.
I have won, Dixie. It's over. Do you think the court would have taken this action if they didn't already believe that I was the better parent?
I think that you bought this court order just like you buy absolutely everything else. You're a terrible parent, Adam. You ask anybody in this town and they will tell you that. Including your own daughter.
If you're wise, you'll leave Sky out of this.
How can I? She is the one person on this earth who knows exactly what kind of daddy you really are. And I think a judge will be very interested to hear that.
You're grasping at straws.
That's what you think. You haven't won, Adam. Because I haven't yet begun to fight.
And obviously he still upsets you.
It's a very good question. Certainly one I've asked myself.
Well, what good answer have you come up with?
I like writing. You know, I feel like I'm making a contribution, and it sort of gives me a chance to sound off about the things I think are wrong.
Well, it seems to me you could do that at any magazine.
I know that.
Well, so why don't you spread your wings?
I guess I'm just not ready to give tempo to somebody else.
Oh, I understand that editors always feel possessive, but if you're uncomfortable here...
I wouldn't leave a job that I love because my ex-husband makes me uncomfortable.
Good for you. Dixie.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt.
What's the matter?
I need to know if this is legal.
Well, it's all in order. Is this the first you've seen this?
Yes, he just handed this to me.
You should have been notified.
He claims they sent a copy to me at Laurel Hill, but I never got it.
Laurel Hill. Now, somebody would have had to sign for it.
Well, nobody gave it to me. How could I be expected to show up for a custody hearing I knew nothing about? A judge gave Adam custody?
Temporary custody, yes. Dixie, don't let this get you down. I'll see if we can get a hearing and get this order overturned.
Thanks.
Hey, look at me now. This is not the final word, I promise you.
He seems to think it is.
Well, Adam cannot stop you from seeing your son, not as long as you do it in the house.
Well, that's something, then, isn't it?
Sure. Look, if you want to go over and see your baby, I'll take you there right now.
No, that's okay. I'm sure Tad's going to meet me there as soon as he can.
You're not afraid to go over there by yourself?
No. And besides, you have more important things to do. You got to get me another hearing so I can tell my side of the story.
Okay, I'll get to work on that. Excuse me. Brooke, I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll be here. Thank you. Dixie, I'm sorry. Really sorry. Everybody warned me about Adam. I just wish I would have listened. How could he think that my baby doesn't need me? I'm his mother. I gave birth to him. I carried him inside me for 9 months. I'm sick. I gotta go.
Brooke, please. You gotta help me.
Me help you? Are you serious?
You just heard Dixie.
Yes, I wish I hadn't. Adam, when is it going to sink in? I don't want to be involved with you or with your problems.
Damn it, Brooke, she's gonna fight for custody.
Did you think for 1 minute that she wouldn't? She's the baby's mother. I don't know any mother who wouldn't fight. Please, all right, do me a favor. Just leave. Adam, it's not going to work.
I'm trying to think.
What, of a way to get my sympathy? It's wasted effort. I already gave.
What happened to that sensitive, caring woman that I used to be married to?
The one whose husband lied to her and cheated on her? Well, happily, she was able to get her life together and get on with things.
Brooke, don't you realize what's at stake here? I may lose my son.
I think it's time that you lost something.
I don't believe you said that.
If you do, believe me, it's your fault.
I'm not going to let her raise my son. I'll do whatever I have to do.
Haven't you always?
Oh, Brooke, do you realize how you sound, how bitter you sound?
You have that effect on people, you know it? It's like a game to you. It's like you manipulate people, like they're pawns.
What a brilliant analogy.
I'm glad that somebody is finally going to stand up to you.
Whose side are you on, anyway?
I'm on the baby's. And I'm on Dixie's, for that matter. And you know what? She's not going to lie down and play dead, and I'm glad.
She won't win.
I'm not so sure. And neither are you. I can see it in your eyes. You don't know. You think maybe this time it's the other guy who's going to come out on top.
Not a chance.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to see, won't we?
Dixie.
I want to see my son.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't care what you think. You're not going to stop me from saying it.
Look, you can't take him anywhere.
Did I say I was going to take him anywhere?
Well, no, but...
Then get out of my way before I run you down.
Adam has custody. That's all I meant.
I know what you meant.
Hi. Oh. Hi, sweetie. Hi, beautiful. Come to mommy. Oh. Oh, don't you feel good? Oh, do you know how much your mom has missed you? Do you know? Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, okay. There, sweetheart, there. Mama's right here.
He's crying because he doesn't know you.
He's crying because you slammed the door. You remember Mama, don't you? Yes, of course you do, Pumpkin. It's gonna be all right.
I heard a door slam.
The baby's fine, Miss Bancroft.
Mrs. Chandler, I didn't know that you were here. Can I do anything? Shall I take the baby?
No, you don't have to take the baby. You just go back upstairs and do whatever it was you were doing.
Mr. Chandler.
Yes, go ahead. I'll be in the office if you need me. Why are you here?
I'm here to see my son, naturally. The way I see it, I am his only hope.
You? Please.
Yes, Maine Adam. I love him. I want to see him grow up happy. I don't want to possess him. I don't want to turn him into some great image of myself. I want to see him grow up happy and confident. And with you as a father, I think that's going to be a little difficult.
I thought you wanted a divorce.
Huh, I do. I swear I do, but I have to win custody first, don't I?
Not possible.
Yes, very possible. Because I'm going to do everything in my power possible to make sure that he belongs with me. And not out of any sort of vindictiveness, though. Heaven knows I have every right to be vindictive. Simply because I want what's best for him.
Oh, you think you're what's best for him?
Yes, I do. I very much do. I've seen what you've done to your family, Adam. I've seen everybody run from you. Ross, Sky, Brooke, even now me. And some people would look at themselves and look at their life and think, my goodness, I think I've done something wrong. But not you, not Adam Chandler. He looks at his life and says, I think I'm right, and everybody else is wrong.
Now you're an expert on psychology.
No, I am an expert on you. And your schemes and manipulations. Yes, don't worry, sweetie. Don't worry. Mommy is here. And Mommy is never going to let anybody hurt you ever again. She's going to stay with you and take care of you and protect you. That's right.
I'll touch her. It's time for his bottle.
I will get it.
The child has a nanny. It's her job to feed him.
Not anymore, he doesn't. His mama's back.
Children.
You think when they grow up, your worries are over?
It's a job with no ending.
What?
Oh, I was just thinking about what Kate used to say. Little children, little problems. Big children, big problems.
Wise woman, my mother.
Oh, Joe, I miss her so much.
You know, she always had a special spot for Tad, didn't she?
Mm. Tad loved her, too, you know.
Yeah.
Darling, do you think that Jack will get Tad released tonight?
I don't know. All we can do is pray.
Well, he's been gone an awfully long time. Oh.
Hi, folks. I'm sorry to keep you waiting so long. Listen, I've talked to Berniker and I've talked to the DA.
And?
I'm not going to let Tad out tonight. I'm sorry.
Well,
Then
when
what?
will
Why
they
not?
let him out?
Well, first of all, there has to be a preliminary hearing. I'm trying to get that set up for tomorrow morning.
And then what?
Well, then the judge will set bail. We'll pay that bail, and then Tad will be released.
I don't know, Jack. This all still seems very unfair to
It
me.
certainly does, to have Tad behind bars while Adam Chandler goes free, and Tad worrying himself sick over Dixie.
I'm worried about Dixie, too. She went over to see her baby.
Alone?
Well, she was expecting Tad to be there. She's going to be devastated to find out he's still in the police station.
Oh, Jack, was that wise, letting her go over there by herself?
I don't think it was, no. I asked her if she wanted me to take her over there, but she said she'd rather have me working to try to get Adam's custody order overturned. And plus, I have Tad's case.
Adam? Adam has custody of the baby?
Yes, can you believe that? Temporary custody.
Oh, Joe. I mean, this is what that poor girl comes home to.
Ruth, I think maybe we ought to go over there and see that she's all right.
Yeah. Well, if there's nothing that we can do for Tad,
Not until morning, anyway.
then I think you're right. Yes, I'll do.
Ruth, would you mind if you went over there by yourself? I would like to try to visit Tad, you know, just to let him know that we haven't abandoned him.
Oh, Joe.
It would make me feel better.
Of course, but I mean, I want to go with you.
I know, but, you know, it might be easier on Tad if you didn't. I'm sure he doesn't want his mother to see him in a jail cell.
Okay, all right. If you promise to give him my love.
Yes, of course I will. I'll tell him that you went to see Dixie.
Joe, don't tell Tad that Dixie's at Adams.
Well, Ruth,
Honey, he'll go wild if he hears that.
what am I supposed to tell him?
Well, tell him that she's with us.
I don't like lying. I see your point.
Good. Thank you.
Counselor, you will let us know about the hearing?
Of course I will, Joe.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Jack Montgomery. What? Damn it.
Tad?
Oh. Dad. Thank God you were here. Thank God you were here.
We both know you don't belong here. I'm going to get you out. That's a promise.
Thanks. Thank you. Dad, you gotta know I'm sorry. I'm too old to keep messing up like this. I'm sorry. I had no choice.
Dad, I'm proud of what you did. I'm proud. But you know, if you see pain in my eyes, because you're in this cell and I can't get you out. But I will, son. Look, you've given your mother and me nothing but cause to be proud of you all year long.
I'm trying. I swear I'm trying.
It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. You just tell me, is there anything I can get you?
No, I'm fine. But make sure Dixie's all right. Where's Mom?
She wanted to come, but I thought it would be better if she were with Dixie. She sends her love to you.
Dixie's with Mom. Good. I tell you, Dad, I thought she was with Adam Chandler. It was driving me crazy.
Well, look, don't you worry about Dixie.
Can't help it. I swear, if he does anything to her, touches her, I'll be in here for a lot more than assault and battery.
Ruth, I never dreamed they'd keep him there all night.
Oh, honey, Tad will be fine. You know he's a survivor.
I know, but I feel terrible. It's my fault.
No, wait a minute. You just stop talking like that. There is nothing that you can do about it. Tad did what he thought was the right thing, and there was no way you could have stopped him from doing what he did.
But I thought Jack could get him released.
Well, I'm afraid that Tad's famous temper didn't help his cause any. But anyway, Jack is trying to get the hearing scheduled for tomorrow morning, and then if the judge sets bail, quick. Oh.
Ruth, Mark, you are not wanted here.
As long as we are married, Adam, I think I have the perfect right to have any friends in my house that I want.
Dixie, look, darling, if you'd rather I left...
No, absolutely not. Look, if you want, I will take my friends and my baby and go upstairs to the nursery. How would you like that?
No, it won't be necessary. I'll go to my study.
Oh, fine. I think I'd like that.
I just wanted to see if the baby was all right.
He is. I'm sorry. I apologize for his rudeness.
Listen, please, I'm getting quite used to it, you know. But you know something? I really admire your spunk.
Well, I think I've let that poor excuse for of a man run roughshod over me long enough.
You want to get it?
Yeah, I'll get it. I'm sorry. Would you watch
Sure,
it?
of course. Hi, Ben. I'm doing that. What a big smile. I love the things you do.
Jack, hi. And Mrs. Martin is here, too.
All right.
Jack, any news?
No, I'm afraid I have no new news about Tad, and I'm afraid I do have some bad news for you.
You couldn't get the court hearing overturned?
No, I'm sorry I couldn't. Adam Jr. has to remain in this house.
How could any judge be so heartless?
I don't know. Hopefully he's just looking at facts and thinks that Adam Jr. would be better off here than uprooted to be with his mother.
Yeah, well, just exactly who is this judge, by the way?
Baker, do you know him?
Oh, he's probably right in Adam's pocket.
Well, that possibility did cross my mind, but whether he is or isn't, I'm afraid we're stuck with this decision for the time being.
I have to stay with my baby.
Darling, listen, of course you do. Of course you do. I got an idea. Why don't you stay here with him until he falls asleep, and then I'll drive you back home to our house. You can spend the night, and I'll bring you back first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I would so much appreciate it.
No, that's not a very good idea at all, I'm afraid.
Why not?
Well, not if you want to retain legal custody of your son.
Well, you know I do.
For heaven's sake, that's all she wants.
Look, this child has to remain in this house. You have to remain with the child, or it could be construed as abandonment. That means you have to remain in this house as well.
You're telling me that after all Adam has done to me, I have to stay in the same house with him? I can't
force
do
you
that.
to do it, Dixie. Nobody can force you. But as your lawyer, I must suggest very strongly that you at least consider it if you want to keep your son.